Hello friends, one of you told me that he has assembled a huge solar power plant, many kilowatts. And the most fascinating thing about it, he is making a living on it. He sells the generated energy. There are some pics, take a look. And there are motors on the panels. These panels spin with the sun. This must increase the solar power plant efficiency very much. I'm very eager to see this myself. I want to find out how has he achieved such success, getting so much energy. I am charging my career bike. Let's go. We are going to see this. It is 150 kilometers away. Not a big deal. I can go there on my e-bike with joy. Sometimes I start thinking that the road is a moonscape. I've decided to take a shortcut. This highway is so nice. I keep crashing into trees. Well, that was a really nice idea after all. I've made it to this village. Have a look here, there it is, the solar power plant that gives 10 kilowatts, and this panels spin, following the sun. Let's welcome the owner of this power plant. Hello, Alexander. I just wonder now, how is that even possible to sell electricity? No one minds about it? It all starts from the construction of the solar power plant. It is not necessary to hire a company for it. You can do it all yourself. Next, go to local electric networks department and make a deal with them, saying that they have a power plant and you are ready to sell energy. So you want to say that energy oligarchs will share the income with common people? Next, you need to buy an electricity meter. That measures both generation and consumption, right? So call the department and ask to replace the meter. And when they arrive, they will check out whether the energy is given when you turn on the power plant. They will test the net. Then they approve the meter. And starting from this point, you sign the contract that allows you to sell electricity. As far as I understand, it is more favorable for the government to use gas and coal. And this green law was implemented to let people contribute to greening of the planet and make it a better place. This will decrease the number of coal power plants and will improve the environmental situation. So, using some power will make electricity generation process greener. It may be either wind or sun. It is everywhere now, and in Europe too, not here only. I am glad we take an example from Europe. Russia may have the same program too. Yeah, Russia probably implemented it too. How much 1 kilowatt costs for the government? 1 kilowatt costs 20 US cents, but this price also includes the tax. They take it from me at once. Energy generation takes much of investments. There are several potential benefits. First is, humanity will always need electricity. Second, there will be never enough electricity. And third, it doesn't matter if it's water energy, wind or sun. What really matters here is that this energy is green, and we all should strive for it. We must do it for the future generations. They will be grateful, even if we rest in peace when it happens. All these solar cells, inverters and so on, it all costs so much. Won't it all be recouped? This particular solar power plant is based on the dynamic principle. It follows the sun. By my calculations, it will take 2 or 2.5 years to be recouped, and this will start to generate income. Talking about the stationary plants, which don't move, it will take 5 years to be recouped, approximately. So, owing to the rotation of the panels, the cells generate much more power always facing the sun, and therefore recoup faster. I've made all dynamic platforms myself, using cheap materials. They didn't cost much, and the plant will be recouped faster. Solar panels are costly to buy, about 840 USD. This entire power plant would cost me about 840 USD. They give 5 kilowatts. So I started thinking, making schemes and drawing. Eventually, I have created my original system. How does this automation works? That gives voltage to the spinning mechanisms that turn the panels to the sun. There I have the first automatics that worked well in its time. Laser crystal technology used here. The H-bridge and the macro scheme LN324, this automation has a bunch of disadvantages. First, I had to upgrade it, so it could turn the panels in the morning. And second, it was very difficult to make it work correctly. And actually, this scheme shouldn't be used at all, because it is better to use a digital scheme than analog one. Now I'm holding Arduino, and there can be connected any other controllers. And I picked the relay unit instead of the keys, and I pointed it to the engine starting. And these are the sensors. These sensors are actually small solar cells from the garden lanterns. The entire panel turns in the direction of the sensor that gets much energy than another one. What is the third gen? They have the program that rely on exact date and time. It calculates the exact azimuth, so now the weather doesn't matter. Third generation panels are where they have to be, even if it's very cloudy. There it is, in the case. What we've got here. There's 12 volts of power supply. The energy goes here. So what about the energy that this panel generate? It must be constant current. It needs to be converted to alternating current to be transferred to the net. It requires a special inverter. It's called the grid tie inverter, and it converts current as it's coming. And there's some theft protection, so no one can take it. Beautiful sky. Let's see what these 20 panels generate. It generates 275 watts, almost 5000. Now it's operating at full capacity. It's a 5 kilowatts power plant, 4700 now, but when it's cool it may give 5500. That is the voltage display, and now it grows hard. Now we have 272 volts in the net. Don't you worry, this voltage will not get to his neighbors. There is a separate electric net for him, directly to the transformer. It goes to one phase, and therefore is the second inverter. It gets the voltage to the second phase. Then it's direct current input. You mean constant current? 10 panels are connected here. It became cloudy. Let's see how it works in cloudy weather. It's 1.5 kilowatts. When it's very cloudy, it is even less. And when it's rainy, the inverter has given 220 volts. Then the voltage goes through these wires. And there is a counter that allows to sell electricity. What way are these kilowatts shown here? Where is the display? When they call me, I go there and sign. The energy is counted, it's A+. And there's A-. Maybe it is what I took from them, and A+ is what I give. I can see 3 phases here. They made me to install the power limiter here, and the zero wire goes here directly, with no limiters. What do we see here? We can see some wasps that live here. Well, I see nothing extraordinary. The village network is designed to work with 2 kilowatts maximum. Well, he had to buy some thick wires and hire some electricians to install them. First time I bought 20. They are on a separate line of wires to my place from the transformer, and there's even a separate lever. How many squares? 25. Over time I will replace all that, because I have bought 10 kilowatts more. I will connect them through another line. There's a support, they're going to run the line from this electric support. And all generated electricity will be consumed by neighbors at once. And what they don't consume will go to the transformer and to the 10 kilowatts line, and farther to the neighboring village or streets. And the local electric station will burn less fuel. Yeah, a couple of showers with coal less. We have decided to test this bike, the e-bike. Whatever you like, turn the throttle or not. When turning it's easier. Do you feel the assistance now? How's that? That is the speed! Did you enjoy that? This power is just outstanding. What was the maximum speed? 46 km per hour. My legs hurt now. Really? You can leave it like this, it will not fall. We can go and look at my lever. Do you know where it is? Yeah, 63 kilowatts. I can see a sign, it says 10 kilovolts. The insulated wire goes from here, and there are 2 exposed wire lines. One is for light and another is for you. This is how it looks like, for 20 kilowatts. There is for transformer and the base station is nearby. There are the solar panels and they are looking at the sun. 300 meters of high voltage wires cost $400 US. Yeah, it's 35 millimeters. Soon there will appear 50 millimeters wire here. It will cost almost $1,000. You mean the new line for you? They're acting unwillingly. I don't know whether they are doing something or not, but I'm sure they want to make something cunningly to save money. Just see what a wonderful view we have here. Panels. There appear some different initiatives about laws, you know. I guess Akhmetova votes for it. You can cut it on the video. The law that forbids to build on the land. Roofs for building only? Yeah, you're right. This is going to be awful. They want to do it to establish monopoly on electricity. If this law passes, green energy production is going to die here. Moreover, you can't set on the roof a dynamic panel. Every viewer can help little green power plant industry developing. Sign the petition against prohibition of building small solar power plants on Earth. Look at the links. The most intriguing thing for everyone is, how much does it cost? How much do the panels cost? The first panel were of 275 watts. I bought each for $118 US. It was 1 year ago. Then I bought panels for 280 watts. Their efficiency coefficient is better. I bought each for $95 US. And this year I bought some panels for 285 watts. They all are polycrystalline. I don't want to buy monocrystal yet. They cost $85 US, so they fell 30% in price in 1 year, and their quality grew up, and I can tell that looking at the crystals. The welding is better here. They're shaggy. It is shaggy in purpose. It catches light better when inclined. This way the light will get right into the crystal, and this makes the efficiency coefficient better. There are 5 lines on each crystal. Yeah, previously there were only 2 on 8 amperes elements, so the panel loses less. The last gen has 285 watts, and the oldest have 275 watts, so 10 watts was added in 1 year, and the price fell. Now it gives 4600 watts. Now divide by 20, 235 watts. So the solar panel can generate 235 watts in our climatic region. This panel is supposed to give 285 watts. Now it's pretty warm, about 20 Celsius. Yeah, it's warm, there's no wind. The colder it is, the more wind it is, the more energy we will get. Now let's see how much watts we have generated already. 75, 20, 25. There were lots of cloudy days, right? This was a cloudy day and this one. What happened on Sunday? Yeah, it was 100. It's a pity there are not many sunny days. What did the manufacturer promise? There are 30 years of warranty, and it was said that in 30 years the panels will work 91.5% of initial capacity. 91.5%, so they will not wear out that much for 30 years. They're gonna lose 8.5% efficiency. This technology is the future. Yeah, that's not Bitcoin. What are the risks? The hailstorm is the real danger. It is hardened glass, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So it will stand some little hailstorm. Did the manufacturer told about the hailstorm it may stand? Maybe 1.5 centimeter or more? 3 centimeters in diameter. This power plant is going to be expanded this year. It is going to grow up to 30 kilowatts from 10. There are the panels waiting for the day to shine, so to say. Maybe this is going to be another story and Alex may come here again. Oh my, it's so beautiful, guys! All the connectors are here. Yeah, one is here. The same panel but for 285 watts. So the technology moves fast and becomes better. And the panels are more powerful than before. It was created thoroughly. The lines go perfectly, and this means the highest efficiency. There was a new inverter delivered recently. It is very powerful, 20 kilowatts. It's a giant box. Yeah, this fixture is massive. It is extremely heavy. Oh my god, there's a Wi-Fi antenna. Actually, it's upside down. The first thing to do with a new thing is to see what's inside. Oh my, the safety fuses are something. There's a micro SD card here. And there's a Wi-Fi module. It's a network filter, obviously. And 3-phase wire connected here. The wires are suspiciously thin. It is fastened well. I can see the chokes, capacitors, and some stretch boxes. What are these blue boxes? The capacitors are 450 microfarads, the condensers are AC, and this is how 20 kilowatts inverter board looks like. This is it? What is your opinion? Should people invest in these little green power plants or not? Or you think that the government or oligarchs are going to prevent people from making money on wind or sun energy? If you like that, I will go here again sometime, and we will see how much he is going to earn.